Recently, I graduated from one of the top business schools in Canada. For the past 16 months, I've learned the hard way that it wasn't for me. If you are considering going to a business school, I hope my experience will help you in some ways. Number one, if you're an introvert, you're very likely to get burnt out. You may be wondering, Julianne, why did you apply in the first place? I desperately needed a change. I was so tired of my job at the time and I wanted a challenge. I'm very good at making bad decisions, okay? Okay, going back to what I was saying, as we all know, networking is everything at a business school. I constantly needed to step out of my comfort zone for coffee chats, networking events, and reach out to alumni all the time. It wasn't fun, but it was manageable. What really led to my burnout is how much people didn't care about group projects. We are all here to get a better job, but some of us actually want to learn something. I would just say that the learning experience wasn't good enough for me. As someone who tends to bottle up my emotions and avoid confrontations, I'm just relieved that it's over now. Number two, you can easily learn these things online. Now that we have access to literally everything online, you don't have to go to business school, especially for a master's degree. It's just not worth it. My program was relatively new, so the courses they provided were either very basic, like introductory course to finance, or very focused on entrepreneur projects. I had a background in communication, so I still got to learn more about business side of things. But if you already have some knowledge, it's very likely that you're not going to learn anything new. Number three, resources are very limited when it comes to landing a job. I came to business school thinking that finding a job would be a piece of cake, which is not the case. Of course, there's an alumni network, career management, and free access to Coursera, but these don't give you much leverage. You're still on your own. I did receive some help with interview prep, but that was pretty much it. If you're an international student like me, it's even harder for your resume to stand out and find a job. If you're curious, I'm still unemployed, but maybe that's just me. Number four, everything is a competition. If you're very ambitious and goal-oriented, business school might be the place for you. But if you're not like that, it's totally okay. Business school creates this competitive environment that you have to be good at everything. It almost made me feel like it's not okay to be different. Everyone seems to follow a similar path, socialize in a certain way, and put on a mask to fit in. Competition can motivate you in a lot of ways, but it can also make you lose yourself. There was barely any time for me to reflect and think about what I really want to pursue in the future. Lastly, it's hard to make genuine connections. I was just talking to one of my friends the other day. We were only close to some people because of proximity. Once you graduate, that connection is gone. It's so different from my undergrad experience where people just appreciate each other's presence, but here you will be surprised by how many people just come up to you and ask for things when you barely even know each other. I'm not saying that it's impossible to find real friends here. It's just way harder. These are my honest opinions. I wish someone would have told me what business school is like so I could be better prepared for these situations. That being said, I don't regret coming here. There were tormenting times that made me question myself, but I think I needed those moments to remind myself how to stand on my ground and keep doing what I love.